I really think that productivity and creativity go hand in hand. I post a lot of shit. I post a lot of stuff on here. And I used to be the kind of person who would believe that that wasn't a good thing. That it was likely all nonsense if you were making that much content. But I really try to pour myself into what I'm doing. I wouldn't call it a labor of love. I mean, it's just something I do when I'm driving. But when I'm making videos, I do make an effort to be present and to really be doing what I'm doing as much as I can, right? While focusing on the act of driving. Of course, priorities, right? I try my best. So while not everything I make is a winner, right? It's not all great. I feel that it all has something to bring to the table. I feel that there's something to be taken by someone somewhere if they happen to be watching one of these videos. And if nobody watches them, that's fine. I'm not concerned about that. But what I'm saying is, I think it's pretty amazing. If you really, you shouldn't downplay something just because of the sheer amount of volume. And what I'm saying right now, it reminds me of Larry King. He's one of my favorite talk show hosts. He's one of the original, if not the original, talk radio host, I believe. And he's one of the good ones. I think a lot of talk radio is bullshit nowadays. At least that's what I hear, and I have confirmed that when I've listened to it. Anyway, this guy, he's got that same sort of viewpoint. He's done a lot of interviews. I mean, and I'm talking a lot. But I think they're all great because he has that quality. He's got that it factor. He's always, all the interviews he does, he just has that presence, for lack of a better term. So he's always playing an active role. He's always getting something good out of his interviewees. He's always pushing them. He's always steering the conversation in a productive direction. And I think we all have something we can learn from that. I think every single one of us, and I'm talking about any area of our lives, whether it be work, school, friendships, relationships, whatever. If you really pour yourself into what you're doing in the moment, if you're really there and if you're really a part of what's going on around you, regardless of what arena you happen to be performing in, or maybe that's a bad word, regardless of where you happen to be and where you happen to be living your life, if you can really be there, if you can really be present, and you can really be a part of things, you will find that not only are you much more productive in terms of fulfillment for yourself and those around you, but well, I mean, I guess there is no but. That's really, that should be enough, right? But there's a lot more to that. I think you get that. You get more fulfillment, but you also get more of a sense of feeling like, maybe not like you're doing the right thing, but not having as many regrets about your choices and about your life, because you know that the choices you made, whether good or bad, and you know there will be bad ones, but you know that the choices you made were made wholeheartedly. and you were there, you were living life. So that even if you made some bad choices, you know that you lived life, and you can't go back and redo it. You don't get to reshoot life. You don't get to re-record life. You just have to. You shouldn't even look back. You just accept it. The greatest act of acceptance is to just live for now. You do not have to go back and soften up the rough edges to make something seem more palatable in your mind. You know, I won't explain that. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You just keep living. You just keep living. You don't have to rehearse for keeping on living, if that makes any sense. You don't have to go back and make the imperfect moments perfect in your memory. That is a terrible thing to try to do. You will not succeed, and you are cultivating bad habits in your life. Do not do that. Never do that. Please. I'm telling you, like, don't do that shit. It's bad for you, and it's bad for the people around you, and it's bad for the people you encounter in your life. You don't want to be the kind of person who doesn't take ownership of his or her life. You do not want to be that person, and nobody's going to want to be around. Well, people aren't going to want to be around you as much as if you did take ownership. So take some goddamn ownership, please. If you want. If you don't want to, that's fine too. People are going to love you all the same, hopefully, if you have the right people in your life. Okay, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go now.